I saw a bit of this. I had to pause it immediately at the end of the last episode. So I know there's pirates. And I saw the prequel.
Dead man, McGraw. Same as all the others. She's here.
Ooh.
Save our souls. Escape. What's that?
Ha!
The creature has returned.
I think I know. Present yourself.
Yo ho ho! Or does nobody actually say that?
We're sailors, same as you. Oh.
Well, easy now there, big fella.
And the beardiness. What do we do with them?
Oh, I think they deserve our hospitality.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I suppose laughing like that is in the job description. Can you do the laugh? Check.
Time for the plank.
Press up a parrot.
Go on then, look the part.
Throw the gun down.
A red-haired pirate. So there's a reason they're not using the sword. All their mustache below. Yeah. Sticks and ropes and... Ah, yeah. The cuts.
You have killed me.
You've doomed them, yeah. Oh no, did Rory get a cut? This is so unique for a Doctor Who episode. Oh my god. Oh, she'll be pretty, alright. At first. Okay, so the red shirt's gonna... Oh, he presents himself. Yeah.
After touch, let me touch. Sorry, but he is spoken for.
And the gun's back. You're big on the gun thing, aren't you? Freud would say you're compensating. Ever met Freud? No. Don't be so far.
Leave the curse one, Captain.
Oh. Young child.
You fool, boy. What are you doing here?
Who is he? Well, he's not one of the crew.
He's my son. When?
Last winter. Fever.
Oh.
How you were a captain in the Navy. An honourable man, she said.
Oh, wow.
How I'd be proud to know you.
You're not the captain here, remember?
No! Ooh.
Nearly.
It's got the gloves on just in case.
By all the...
Let me stop you there. Bigger on the inside.
Wheel, telescope, astrolabe, compass. A ship's a ship.
I told you to wait, you dog.
Oh.
He's your captain, a naval officer. You're honor bound to do as he
Oh
tells you.
no.
Honor bound. Do you know what kind of ship this is? Do you know what your father does?
Don't listen to him, Toby.
We sail under the black flag, the Jolly Roger.
You said she uses water like a door. That's how she enters a room.
Ooh. A mirror. Like a reflection, right?
She sprang from the water.
It's only when it grew still. Still water. Nature's mirror.
So, you mean...
Yes, not water. Reflection.
No, 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 no. If he flips it.
We must warn them.
As he goes to polish it. Or clean it up. Don't flip it, don't flip it.
Go and get the crowd from the storeroom.
He might keep something, right? It'll be tough to let go of everything. Can you do it? Can you do it? Bit of a heart-to-heart coming up.
What made you do it? What made you turn pirate?
Get some sleep now.
It's fine. You're doing fine. Just stay calm.
Whoa. It's her. It feels like she's in two places at the same time or something.
I've travelled far like you. Space can be very lonely. The greatest adventure is having someone share it with you. Who are you, Henry Avery? Respected naval officer, wife and child at home. How did you end up here, wandering the oceans with a band of rogues?
I've set my course now. Nothing I can do to alter it.
Sure you can. Sure you can.
People stared at it for centuries and never knew. Things can suddenly change.
Love the lighting here. Look at this.
Expecting.
That eye patch lady, though. To me, it looked like she's checking in on Amy. That's the second time it happened, right? No, I knew it. I knew it. You have to keep something. Greed. Human nature. Wow. If his son gets taken now. Wow.
You couldn't give up the gold, could you? That's why you turned pirate! Your commission! Your wife, your son! Just how much is that treasure worth to you, man? If we ever want to see them again, we have to let the siren take it. We'll prick our fingers.
Ah.
All agreed?
Agreed.
Yeah? Aye.
Aye.
Aye!
This should be fascinating. I'm sure it's some sort of alien. Yeah. There's gotta be an alien presence, right?
We haven't moved.
How can two ships be in the same place?
Not the same. Two planes, two worlds. Two cars parked in the same space. There are lots of different universes nested inside each other. Now and again they collide and you can step from one to the other.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ignore all my previous theories.
Yeah, well, we stopped paying attention a while back.
She's not a killer at all, she's a doctor.
This is an automated sick bay. Protein circuitry means she can change her form and become a human doctor for humans.
Ha.
Oh, sister, you are good.
Why won't you let me near my husband?
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Rory, this isn't a film, okay? What if I do it wrong?
You won't.
Good doctor in the background.
What if you don't come back to life? What if...
Trust you. What if I stay with him?
Yeah.
Here. The siren will look after him. I can't go back to England. What home does he have now, if not with me?
Huh. A new life.
Do you think you can sail this thing?
Just point me to the atom accelerator.
Oh. Oh boy.
Please, please, please.
He'll come to. He'll come to. Huh? Not again. He's gonna slowly open his eyes. Eh? There. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, that's a close one, Doc. Look at this space pirate. And a crew.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Amelia.
You only call me Amelia when you're worrying about me.
I always worry about you.
Ye-
Mutual.
Go to bed, Pom.
Go on then, show me. Right. How's that possible though? Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's quite the ending, right? After a standalone story, essentially, it kind of brings it back to essentially the same ending as the last episode's ending, the ending to the two-parter, right? Is Amy pregnant or is she not pregnant? Essentially, she's both. So essentially, there's a bit of Schrodinger's pregnancy at play here. Um, I'll get into the episode itself, but maybe it's an unfortunate thing, but the standout moment or the standout talking point, as of this point, at least in my mind, is the eye patch lady and this whole, Amy's pregnancy situation. Okay, to me, it looks like I don't think that lady, the eye patch lady, is some sort of hallucination. I think she exists. Now, this is the second time I've seen her, the eye patch lady. This time, there's actually a bit to kind of get into here, right? There's a little bit of substance there in terms of the dialogue. But, the first appearance in the last episode, I believe, in part 2 of the two-part opener, that was just like really, really strange and random at that point, right? She exists, right? And she knows Amy. And I believe it probably does tie into the whole possibility of Amy already having a baby and it being snatched. Because again, a lot of these things kind of had a distinct feeling of being out of sequence, out of order, right? You have photos of Amy and a baby. You have photos and pictures of that young child. Now, let's kind of explore the connotations of the dialogue the eye patch lady is given in this appearance, her second appearance. You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Stay calm. I mean, I had a distinct feeling of her being some sort of nurse, someone who's taking care of Amy, someone who's checking in on Amy, right? Perhaps even a midwife, right? The things she's saying, they kind of check out, don't they? Though also, I do also have this thought of Amy being kind of locked in kind of some sort of insane asylum, perhaps. The whole sliding door thing that's going on. It has a distinct feeling of checking in on someone, right? So that's the reason I kind of also get the feeling that she is being held as well. That maybe this isn't by choice, right? So yeah, let's see how it all plays out. Of course, it's going to play out. Yeah, and as I mentioned during the episode, it feels like she's at two places at the same time, right? And she every now and then she kind of almost lingers into that reality or that mind. The Amy essentially that is stuck in this potential room that this eye patch lady keeps checking in on. So, to me, it's really quite exciting to keep track of the eye patch lady's appearances. I've seen her twice now. So, I'm sure I'll get her a few more times before I finally get to actually, understand this plot. So yeah, let's keep track of the eye patch lady's appearances and if those appearances seem to have some sort of thematic relevance. So, let's kind of go to the rest of the episode, but let's stick to the ending and kind of stick to the whole Rory dying again aspect, or, Rory's in danger again. I mean, he does die. He does die for like a minute right before he kind of comes to. But, I feel like at this point, it's kind of running the risk of kind of being repetitive at this point. I feel like it is starting to lose its impact now, the emotional impact. I mean, the scene is certainly presented as an emotional scene, for sure. But I feel like it is losing some of that luster, that impact that it should have. And again, that's perhaps because of the repetitive nature of it, right? The near death. And it being Rory. And, I'm sure at this point, this is not the last time I'm going to see Rory have a near-death experience. Or Rory perhaps even dying, but then coming back somehow yet again, right? I could totally see that happening once again down the line. But, I've got to say, the doctor's delivery of that line of dialogue, not here, not like this. I don't know. To me, that felt a bit off. almost as if he had some sort of prior knowledge, right? That he's not going to die here, or he's not meant to die here. Something along those lines. I don't know. But following up on that two-parter, the breathless and bombastic and quite incredible two-parter opening to this series 6, it was always going to be a tough task, right, for a standalone episode to come off of that. And this episode, decent episode. It's a decent episode. I'm not gonna say it was a terrible episode, especially because I do happen to enjoy pirates. So for me, there was kind of a hook. That right there was a hook in itself. But I can't say it was a great episode either, right? It's kind of like the midpoint. Though of course, that elephant in the room, the insane ending of the last episode, right? The girl who I believe to be Amy and Rory's daughter regenerating. That's essentially, the elephant in the room that's been swept or pushed to the side of the room, right? Though, that being said, I'm not saying that they had to, kind of focus on that. It doesn't make sense at all to focus on that in this setting. But it is quite a cliffhanger. I feel like that young child, that character, she's not in the immediate narrative path of this series as of this point, but she is clearly part of the long form storytelling aspect of this series, right? The series arc essentially. So I'm sure she'll make another appearance soon enough. I'd say maybe in the second half of the series they'll bring her back in, maybe, because now it's kind of time to do some of these standalone episodes, some of these standalone two-parters. But yeah, going back to the episode itself, the setting and the characters, the limited appearance characters of a standalone episode. The captain, I thought the captain was decent. I recognized him from Paddington, the father from Paddington, so that was lovely. Now I'm guessing this individual is someone that is an actual individual from history, right? Given the fact that the Doctor knew his name, and the Doctor tends to know these people, these historical figures. Maybe not historical, but someone who existed, perhaps. So you'll have to let me know. Or, of course, I can just kind of do a Google search after this. But I'm sure, I'm sure this is someone from history. But yeah, I think it was a decent take on this pirate captain. But other than him, I think, the supporting cast, his crewmates, his men, mostly it's a collection of flat characters. Nothing really that stands out. Essentially they're, a bunch of red shirts. Though, of course, I think the first mate, the guy who had the slick back hair, I believe, he had a bit of personality about him, who kind of disappeared, but then he kind of shows up at the end there, right, as they take off and become space pirates. Listen, this pirate captain is not going to be able to, fly a spacecraft. No chance, right? But of course, that's one of those things you kind of overlook, right? I believe he mentioned 17th century or 18th century. Yeah, there's no chance, of course. But again, these are the types of things you can kind of overlook in Doctor Who. But, quickly going back to the first mate, essentially, the guy who had the slick back hair. They didn't really show his encounter with the siren, who ends up being a nurse, a doctor, essentially. I like that. I really like that twist on it. But again, malfunctioning alien tech is at the heart of this, at the big reveal, essentially. And, I've seen that many times before on Doctor Who. There's always got to be an alien presence at some point, right? Now, the whole father-son aspect of this, that relationship, I feel like that kind of feels a bit flat, or falls a bit flat because of the time constraints. I feel like it was kind of shoehorned in, and it just needed much more time, So yeah, though of course, there's a nice ending to that. He ends up staying back. He ends up staying with his son, and yeah, him, his son, and his crew, they're up in space now, right? Space pirates. And I've got to say, the Doctor is not at his best in this one, is he? He ends up being wrong more often than not in this one. Though of course it makes for a lot of fun moments, a lot of funny moments, humorous moments, as a few times as he assures them, there's no chance this siren can get in here. No chance it can get us here. Boom, she pops up. Of course, the big reveal being that it's the reflections that are allowing this siren, this doctor, essentially, virtual doctor, to come through from a different plane, essentially. So that was really, that was a really cool aspect of this. That really had me excited, right? This whole aspect of two things sharing the exact same space, and they happen to collide, or once they do collide, every now and then you're able to kind of go into that other plane, right? Step into that other reality, because it is sharing the same space. Two planes, two worlds, and every now and then they happen to collide, and you can kind of step into the other one. Now, of course, even though the doctor almost immediately tosses it, right, that idea into the bin, I thought it was quite interesting. I really did. And let's put a pin in that. Let's see if that aspect plays a bigger part come second half of this series, right? Come the end game of this series. Let's see, right? There could be a great bit of setup here. But yeah, I'd say the production design is quite solid. The pirate ship is certainly a unique setting. And that's why I mentioned, this feels so unique to a Doctor Who episode. Though I feel like you could have done a bit more, right? Given that setting, the claustrophobic and intimate nature of being stuck on a pirate ship, right? It was exciting, but I feel like they could have done a bit more in that setting. The CGI was decent. CGI for the siren. Every now and then it got a little janky. And yeah, you see that the Doctor kind of had a lot of fun. Even being on the plank was a fun thing for him, right? And of course, there's a really great moment out on the deck. It's the Doctor and the Captain, right? And they're kind of speaking of how lonely it can be, or the Doctor is mentioning how lonely it can be traveling by yourself. And it's always better to have someone share that experience, right? And it's never too late. It's never too late to change that course, to change the course of your life. And you see by the end of the episode, indeed, he's not traveling alone. He's got his son by his side. He's got his crew. And now they're out there. Again, space pirates. I love the idea of that for sure. Right. I think that's about it for this one, folks. Decent episode. I thought it was a decent standalone episode. If you enjoyed that, consider dropping a like. Consider dropping some comments, give me your thoughts. If you're interested in full length or early access to the next episode right now, consider checking out the Patreon page, and the link for that is in the description, in the pinned comment. Also, if you're into social media, Twitter specifically, if you are, links in the description and the pinned comment. Right, that's about it for this one, folks. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your time, as time is precious, and I do hope to see you again soon for the next one. Until then, take it easy.